So the big question is this: how do investors like us who don't have a PhD in finance or millions to start investing, how do we grow our bank accounts to build real savings in retirements and yet still have the time to do what we really love? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. What are the top 3 secrets you can leverage to crush college and all aspects of your life? Today I want to share with you the top 3 secrets I found first 2 weeks at college at Tech and how you can use them to absolutely crush it. So number 1, this has been really, really big, especially because of like sports, right? Like I'm a big cross country guy, weightlifting, trying to get swole, trying to run. So like I eat a lot of food, and in most colleges, there's either like a buffet or maybe like a restaurant style where you have like meal swipes. At Tech, there's both, but the ones that I lived near, they're pretty much all you go to the place, you give them a card, they swipe you, and you get a meal, and it's called a meal swipe, right? And they're a little, they hold back on the meat, the lentils, and I try, I'm like, hey, give me some chicken, man, I need some meat, I need some protein. But like, there's just, it's, for me, it's, you get 4 of those a day. I usually eat like 6, 7, 8 meals a day. So it's you gotta make it work, right? And so what was really, really insane was that, like, I started to talk to people, started to go with people, and I started to ask, what's in the food, because I need, to not eat certain things so that I'm crushing it at my top peak potential, peak performance. And like, seriously, treat yourself like you're a major athlete, and you're going to perform significantly better than anyone else could have even thought before that. It's just so powerful. It's this concept that I've been with for a very, very, very long time, and it's changed everything I do, because now I am power. I am a machine. It's really, really powerful. Start making friends with the cafeteria staff. I started to learn about them, learn their names, learn where they're from, their backgrounds. And then when you go there, they hook you up, right? They know that this guy needs some freaking food. And so you make friends. And, just the other day, this guy gave me 2 meals, 1 meal swipe. It was killer, dude. I ate a full meal for dinner. It was amazing. It was great. So make friends with the staff, and then obviously if you need like protein for protein shakes or MCT powder, whatever supplements you need, just like blend those up and bring it around in a blender bottle. You'll be good. Really, really cool stuff right there. So make friends with the staff, specifically lunch staff or the food staff, because they're the same people usually. All right, number 2, super powerful concept I've never really seen talked about. Finding the shortest viable path to your classes, and then back home, and then to work or wherever you need to be on a consistent basis to get things done. So for me, that means I got to get my butt back here 9 to noon and trade. Then I got classes noon to 2, 3, 4, and then 8 a.m. So like I've got places to be pretty quickly. I got to get food, stuff like that, startups, companies, offices, employees, stuff like that. So like I got a bunch of places to be, right? And so for me, like, how can I get there the fastest? And for a lot of people, one of the most overlooked ways of getting places the fastest is running. Like, I swear, I'll just speed walk places and I'll get there faster than most people will get there on like a bus or something, because there are tons of buses. I guess it depends on the campus you're on, but think to yourself, should I take the bus? Should I walk? Should I run? Because running is insanely good for you. It's like the freaking best ever, and you'll look sick doing it. Or speed walking. If you guys see my review on the 4 body, you speed walk, it's like actually insanely good. Build up lactic acid, build up growth in your muscles. Really, really powerful concept. But here's the tip, here's the secret. You want to figure out your bus routes like on the first week, because you want to have this stuff on the spot. I spent probably 2 or 3 wasted hours in the past 2 weeks, just sitting on buses that were going to the wrong places. So I didn't know the bus routes. There are like 4 different bus routes. So if you have something like that, figure out the bus routes, figure out the timing, figure out the schedules, and figure out, personally, take out your phone and time how long does it take you to walk somewhere, how long does it take you to run somewhere, how long does it take you to take the bus somewhere. Figure out which one's the fastest, and then do that. One exception to this rule, before we move on to secret number 3, is if you're eating. So for me, I would take food, right? They give you these food, you get your meals in like a little to-go box, and you take that to-go box, and walking with food, it's a little bit difficult. You want to just, get it eaten. And a lot of times, if it takes a little bit longer for you to eat, or maybe you're not scarfing it down, but you got stuff to do, you can go and you can sit on the bus and then eat your food on the bus. And then you're doing 2 things at the same time. You can listen to podcasts, listen to audio trainings at the same time, doing 3 things at the same time, crushing it. Getting that information, then eating, and then obviously getting to where you need to go. So that's a really also another powerful little extra bonus for you guys is eat your food on the bus so that you get to where you're going while eating, and then you're doing more things at the same time. You have more time once you get there to focus 100% on what you're passionate about and what you care so much about that you're going to crush. You're going to give it your all for. That's powerful. That's really cool. Please, please, please. I love you, man. You got to cut that. You got to cut that. Please, I'm begging you. Dude, I don't know what it is. Like, Atlanta's supposed to be super hot, but, like, it's freezing, man. It's freezing. I don't know. I'm doing cold showers every day. Like, that should help. And I'm eating tons of food. Tons of beef! Whatever. All right. I appreciate the editing, man. You're killer. You're really killer. All right. Secret number 3. So, you got into college. You know exactly what you like. You got your major, you got your path, you got your direction. You're crushing it, right? That's insane. That's so cool. So, figure out what extracurriculars, what events in your area, what collegiate experiences align with your passions. So, for me, what did this mean? In the first 2 weeks, I've gone to like 6 things, right? Some of them were social things where I was like figuring out, hey, would this be a cool thing to keep going to? Some of them were business things where I'd be like, wow, that's really awesome. It was nice to meet you. I met some insanely insane. There's this thing called ATDC at Tech, and it's like an incubator for startups. It's the freaking coolest thing ever. And there are like soon to be multi-million dollar companies there that are just crushing it. They're insane. They're in the blockchain space. They're in the ship. I mean, you've got companies from Fix to Veridity. It's insane. They're freaking amazing. And I'm so excited to be able to talk to those people. So I'll just walk in the office, start talking to people, shaking hands, get my name out there, meeting people. What do you think that does? That's massive opportunity in the works. Why is it in the works? Because you go out there and you find that opportunity. Do you think, half the kids here don't even know that you can go into this office building downtown at Tech Square, go to the 2nd floor, and there is like a land of opportunity just waiting to be partnered with. CEOs at the helm to shake your hand. That's really powerful. That's pretty sick. So that's a really powerful extracurricular environment. But on top of that, some of the social clubs, exercise, cross country, track, ropes, course, all that fun. That's all fun stuff. But also look for like professional experiences. So at Tech, they got startups, right? You guys can't see it, but maybe I'll give you guys a sneak peek. If you look down there, they have this really cool thing they call CreateX, and it's just this awesome program. You see it in the window right there. And what they'll do is, like, basically, if you've never entrepreneured in your life, or if you want to start a business, but like you don't actually want to do it, you just want to learn about it in school or something like that, you can go and take classes on how do you make business idea. And I guess that's kind of cool and helpful for people. Not personally gone there yet. I might have to drop in on a couple of the classes, let you guys know what's up. It's on Wednesday night, so hey, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go over here, I'm going to write down Wednesday night, and you know what? That means that I'm going to remember it. So just for you, I'm going to remember that, and I'll give you guys an update on how that one goes. So that should be exciting, because what am I doing? I'm taking advantage of opportunities that are around me. I'm taking advantage of extracurriculars that align with my passions, interests, desires, and long-term goals. So, do that. We went to this huge event. These guys rented out like an entire movie theater here for the whole night, the whole theater, and they had this massive thing where they showed all the startups they were launching from the summer, which is awesome, from that program, which is so cool. You get to meet people. Dude, I met this one guy. He's insane. He's like 1990s internet entrepreneur. He's the coolest guy ever. He's got through he made a search engine. He made started e-commerce in the 90s and just absolutely crushing it as a consultant. And he's like, hey, dude, I might know this like major online newspaper publishing site that has like 17 chains that would really, really like to use your software platform under Moneras. And I'm like, cool, dude. Like, that's amazing. Where's that come from, right? It comes from getting out into professional experiences. The guy was a GT alum. He came there, flew in for that one specific event. I just happened to meet him. What do? Take advantage of it. Get 100% everything you can out of all you've got. Leave that book review below. That book changed everything. It's insane. It's insane. I highly, highly recommend getting everything you can of all you got. Check out the book review below because that's exactly the mentality you want to take into this. You want to look at it. Out-of-state tuition isn't cheap. Please cut that. Sorry. Tuition isn't cheap, so make it worth it. Squeeze the value out of it and get what you need to get done so you can focus on taking advantage of the opportunities around you and connecting with individuals that might be of higher status, higher growth, and higher potential to crush it with you. It's a very, very powerful concept. In this video, you've learned the top 3 secrets. First thing we looked at, how to get all the food that you could ever desire by just getting in contact and connecting with people. Remember, guys, people are the core of everything you do. And the more you can develop strong social skills and connect with people, the better off you're going to be, the more success you'll have, all because you can connect with people and therefore win friends and influence people. Very powerful concept. That is just changed everything I've done. After that, you guys learn about transportation. Guys, I think transportation, it's like taking a commute, right? Like, this is a pretty big campus. It's about a half hour to walk from one side to another, or run. I guess it's a little bit longer if you walk. It just kind of depends. And so you want to make sure that you're minimizing your time wasted so you can focus on your area of expertise and what you love to do. So the best way to do that is master transportation, running, biking. Get a bike if you need to get a bike. There are bird scooters everywhere, right? So figure out what works best for you and what makes the most sense so that you're wasting the least amount of time possible and focusing on your core area of expertise and what you're uber passionate about so you can get the most out of every single day over and over and over. And the last thing we looked at was taking the full advantage of your environments and getting everything you can out of all you've got with what you're paying into the system, going into college with. You want to make sure that you're absolutely 100% maximizing the resources you're using so that you take everything possible, bring it in, take advantage of it, apply it, learn from it, grow from it, succeed. All stems from this internal ability to go hard all the time. So do it, guys. I love you. You're amazing. I'll see you guys in the next video. I really, really appreciate it. It would be sick if you guys would subscribe, leave me a comment. Tell me if you're going to college or what your #1 productivity tip is for getting shit done. Be awesome stuff. And go out there, check out those resources below, and crush it, guys. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Want more stock market secrets? If so, go get your free copy of my best-selling book, 9 to Noon. You can get your free copy plus $11,176 of unannounced bonuses it took me years to uncover, completely for free at 9toNoonSecrets.com. Inside 9 to Noon, you'll find the top 38 secrets you can use to double your portfolio every 2 years and make upwards of 10% per trade daily.